A new transmission fluid should improve your car's performance rather than create new issues. However, sometimes replacing the fluid causes leaks, slipping, and shifter problems. Not every issue that arises after a change indicates that the mechanic erred. Let's examine the two most typical causes of your car's issues following a transmission fluid change. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Reasons for transmission problems. You should have no trouble changing gears or keeping your car at a certain speed after changing the transmission fluid. Additionally, you shouldn't notice any strange sounds or symptoms. But occasionally, right after changing the transmission fluid, drivers will notice an odd feeling or hear noises coming from the transmission. They frequently ponder why, believing that altering the fluid would have stopped odd occurrences like this. Why, therefore, do these issues arise following a fluid change? Varnish deposits. Transmission fluid that is burned out or old can discolor and accumulate varnish deposits inside the system. As you continue to use the same fluid, these deposits usually float around the old fluid and don't really build up anywhere. But when you replace the old fluid with new, these deposits are washed away and turn into sludge that collects on your transmission system's filters. This stops the transmission fluid from passing through it, which is why those odd noises are audible. Some might even advise flushing your transmission before replacing any fluid. That is the most effective method to guarantee that there are no blocked pathways during transmission. Wrong type of transmission fluid. Conventional transmission fluids with a petroleum base should be avoided as they tend to leave the most deposits behind. When these deposits accumulate on your filter and obstruct the flow of transmission fluid, the components of the transmission will heat up and become more frictional. Clunking and other sounds you don't want to hear will come from this. Thankfully, smooth gear shifting and the maintenance of lubrication for these components are guaranteed by synthetic transmission fluids. In most cases, this fluid will be marketed as Transmetic. Transmission fluid cost. The good news is that it's not extremely costly to change transmission fluid. New fluid should cost between $40 and $100 because the majority of contemporary cars require 5 to 15 quarts. A filter and possibly a new pan gasket will also be required. The majority of people will find it most difficult to replace the old transmission fluid with the new fluid, though. You might need to take this to a mechanic and have them take care of it for you. This will require paying their labor cost per hour, which ranges from $80 to $110. So when you have your transmission fluid changed by a professional, you should at least budget $150 to $250 in total. To make sure that the deposits that have accumulated in the system are eliminated, you might also need to have the transmission cleaned and flushed. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.